How costume design reflects character personality. Why this topic? Audiences gain impressions through clothing from the characters, and every color, fabric, or silhouette is intentional and helps convey personality, status, and emotional state. They also make the story feel more real because every little detail, like color or fabric, adds meaning. Costumes affect how the characters act. It really helps them get into character to understand who their character is and their character's personality. The role of costume design. Costume design defines the character's identity, social status, and it can also present visual cues, help the audience instantly recognize a character's role without words. Costume design reflects social status, era, and personality. Costume design communicates a character's place within a social hierarchy before they even speak. High status would be silk, velvet, brocade fabrics, tailored fits, intricate patterns, expensive jewelry or accessories, and low status would be just simple, worn, muted colors and worn fabrics, and obviously visual repairs, which is like in Cinderella, where all her stepsisters have a higher status within the beginning of the play. In Legally Blonde, where she is in pink, she's decked out in jewelry and expensive accessories. Costume design can also reflect a specific time and place. Designers studied basically the fashion within that time, materials, the cultural norms of the era that they are trying to represent. Enhancing storytelling and emotional connection. Costumes communicate who a character is before they even speak and can really diversify with personality traits as the character is. So, bold, shy, chaotic, strict are expressed through style choices. When revealing a character identity, personality traits play a huge factor in that. So, a bold, shy, chaotic, strict are expressed through style choices, and then the social status kind of plays a role in how their personality traits and how their costume is going to look. So costumes are a visual mood ring, so color shifts can symbolize growth or a decline in growth. Changes with like the fit, texture, or neatness can reveal stress, freedom, grief, or transformation. Phantom of the Opera, the Phantom's Mask, which is, as soon as you see that mask, you obviously know who that is. Or Elphaba, who, as soon as you see the green skin and the hat, you obviously know who that is. And then Belle's yellow gown, which is from Beauty and the Beast, which you know who that is as soon as because it's a recognized visual. Design elements and personality. So color plays a part. I have Regina George and Katie. So bold colors, confidence, authority, intensity. Neutral tones, innocence, vulnerabilities. Texture and fabric, luxurious fabrics equal wealth, power, and high status, which would include materials like velvet, silk, brocade, or leather. They basically show privilege and dominance. And then soft fabrics equal gentleness and fragility. And I included, for the softness, I included from the Nutcracker, and then I included this from Hamilton. And then silhouette, structured equals strength and control. So sharp lines and rigid shapes often show bold, authoritative, or closed off, which definitely describes Scar. And then flowing equals freedom, and openness. I forgot her name. She's from The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and she definitely is a free-spirited person, and her hair, how bouncy it is, it definitely shows like a freedom or an openness. Behind the scenes collaboration. Designers work with. They work with directors, actors, lighting and set designers, hair and makeup teams. So designers are included in every single aspect of a theater. Conclusion and personal damage. Costume design is intentional storytelling. It is as minuscule as color and the texture of the fabric and how the silhouette is. They decorate the stage in a way. Fashion plus theater equals visual communication. Both art forms express emotion and character without words and show conflict, growth, vulnerability, or confidence just as powerfully as a dialogue. As I was like, this is my personal takeaway. Studying costume design showed me how expressing identity and emotion shape characters on stage and really strengthened my overall love for fashion as a tool for storytelling and human expression.